Who better to give everything to than the creator of the universe, the person who molded and knew my name before I was ever even in my mother's womb? Leading up to RelevantTec and the creation of RelevantTec, I've always had a heart for missions, a heart to serve others and be part of something more than just myself. We sold our dream forever home. We sold all of our vehicles and bought a fifth wheel and a truck. And we decided we were going to hit the road full time with 2 young children and serve the Lord. Our heart has always been to serve. But throughout all of that, God kept putting on my heart, look at the opportunities that I gave you when you were in business. And so God really started to say, being in missions, being kingdom-minded is not separate from everyday life.
We don't have to be in full-time ministry to be in ministry. Why not live in a space where we're passionate, Nathan being passionate about technology, help these businesses and bring the kingdom with us so we can actually be in full-time ministry where we are called in the business sector.
He called me and he said, I really want to talk to you. And I said, okay. And he said, well, you talked a little bit about maybe starting my own company. I'm really not sure what I'm going to do. And I said, Nathan, I believe in you.
Every day, every action, every interaction, every time the elevator doors open, every time I walk in somewhere is a missions opportunity to serve God.
We went to lunch one day and he tells me about this horrible idea to start a company, right? I mean, that's how you start it. Like, hey, this is going to be really rough. This is going to be hard, but I think we can do this, and let's do it together. And I told him I'd follow you to the ends of the earth.
Work with people we love, doing what we love, all to serve others. We are a technology company.
Hey, all right, thank you for that today.
We like to make it easy for our customers. So we said, how can we make it to where if I'm a small business, I don't have a full budget to hire somebody, who would I call? From your day-to-day IT support, your patching and your updates, to what's most important, cybersecurity, hardware. We also do consulting, we do fractional CIO work, and our goal is we are a single call for all things technology.
We've tried to build a culture at RelevantTec that allows people to shine where they want to shine.
True authority. Understanding true authority was the key missing element that we needed to truly take our company to the next level, and not just our company, but each individual that's within our organization to allow them to be the best that they can be.
I worked corporate for a long time.
At the age of 27, I was promoted into Senior Vice President of Sales, Marketing, Public Relations for a pretty large organization. It was always trying to protect in that environment. We were rapidly growing as an organization, and I had always come from a protective nature, love the people that work for me, that work with me, take care of them, versus letting anybody on my team fail. I would let it come back to me.
It was hard from the perspective of he was asking me to take a step back from everything I've ever learned from a business perspective. I'm not good at not knowing. I don't do very well with not knowing things. When we first started talking about true authority, I was like, God's not configuring that switch, right? God's not doing anything on that firewall. It was a lack of understanding, and more importantly than a lack of understanding, it was a lack of faith. It's really powerful from a leadership perspective to be able to stop and say, here's what I'm led to.
True authority is only true authority if you give somebody enough authority to fail. Dylan is a technical genius. I mean, when it comes to technology, it comes to information systems, cybersecurity, he's gonna blow any of us out of the water. Tag, he is a sales and a relationship specialist, better than any of us. Stephanie, HR, people, human resources, administration, better than any of us, right? My wife, a marketing genius, advertising genius. None of those we could say are my true specialty, right? And so trusting why they were brought here to do their job and what they love to do, they came back with things that I would have never been able to create. And what we found is I was holding them back from their true potential All I had to do was change my approach versus, hey, let me do this with you. It's anything that gets in your way, that's keeping you from being successful, or that you need to bounce ideas off of, I'm here. So we now meet and we work together through those, but I'm just giving them what they need to be successful within their respective position.
It was empowering, and it more than anything, I think, built more confidence in not just me, but my team as well, to be able to do the right thing, even if that right thing isn't the easiest thing to do.
We had a young guy that was with us early on, and he was really coming up against a lot of walls in sales. Like, he just cold calls, going into companies and no thanks, no thanks, no thanks. Nathan said, hey, before you step into that meeting, pray about it. He actually, it was really cool because he would come back and say, I prayed and I have a meeting. And we were seeing fruit from that. And actually, one of our largest clients to this day came because of that conversation.
A shepherd's job and a shepherd's staff was not to beat the sheep. It was gentle guiding. It was, hey, this one's steering off a little bit. And you would guide him in lovingly, guide him back in to the pack.
Before I started RelevantTec, it wouldn't have, I don't believe you mixed God and work, right? That's your personal life, and here at work, you do non-personal things, and it's been really freeing, and like I said, I think confidence building to really marry those together, as they always should have been, into the human being before you today.
Who better to give everything to than the creator of the universe? Does that mean release and then just sit on the couch? No, it means release to him and say, Father, use me. Turn me right, turn me left, drive me forward, or lock me in my prayer closet until you give me an answer. Whatever direction that is, I'm releasing each and every part of this to you.
Okay, God, we're going to put you first, and no matter what's going on in the world around us right now during this business day, for this moment, we're going to put you first and really focus on the reason that we're even, here.
That's the goal, is remind ourselves we're here to serve, and we're here to expand God's kingdom in what we do. We just happen to be really good at technology. So that's the way God's using us to serve in his kingdom.
Why RelevantTec? Why not when we can actually make a difference in everyone that we touch?